Today we will be discussing about the design and implementation of the ring counter using 4-bit shift register. Ring counters and Johnson's counter are the applications of the shift register. Shift registers are used almost everywhere. They can be used to count the number of pulses entering into the system. Ring counter is a basic register which can act as a serial in serial out register. This is the circuit diagram for the ring counter. 4 D flip-flops are used to design the ring counter. Important point about the ring counter is the output of the last flip-flop is fed back as an input to the first flip-flop. In this design, the output of the last flip-flop is a D, which is fed back as an input to the first flip-flop, that is DA. This is truth table for the ring counter for 4 flip-flops. Since we are using 4 flip-flops, this is the truth table for the 4 outputs of those 4 flip-flops. Assume that the initial state of ring counter is 0001. We are assuming 0001 so that we can observe the shifting of bits properly. As there are 4 flip-flops used, after the 4th clock cycle, the sequence gets repeated. So you can see in the truth table, the 4th clock cycle, that is the 4th state, 0010. After this state, the 0001, that is the first state, is getting repeated. And this is the timing diagram for the 4 outputs of the ring counter, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. IC 74164 is used for the implementation of ring counter using 4-bit register. According to the pin diagram, it is a 14-pin IC in which 7th pin is grounded and 14th pin is connected to VCC, and these are the basic connection of the ring counter. There are total 8 output pins present in the ring in the 74164 IC, that is from Q0 till Q7. In our design, we will be using only 4 outputs. Since we are using 4 outputs, we are using Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Pin number 10, 11, 12, 13, that is the rest 4 output pins are not being used, along with the pin number 9. Pin number 1 and 2 are shorted, and pin number 6 is given to either pin number 1 or 2. And last, pin number 8 is given to the clock pulse, that is the external clock. Now we will see the demonstration on the digital trainer kit. First we will be placing the IC in the socket. So 74164 IC is placed in the socket. Now first we will do the basic connection, that is pin number 7 to the ground and 14 to the VCC. So 7 is connected to the ground, 14 is connected to the VCC. Next, pin number 1 and 2 are shorted, means the same patch cord is connected to pin number 1 and 2. Then pin number 3, 4, 5 and 6 are connected to the output cords. As we are using 4 outputs, so 3 is connected as a first output, 4 is connected as second output, 5 is connected as a third, and 6 is connected as a fourth output. Next, last connection is pin number 8, which is this pin. Because this is a 14-pin IC, we are skipping this last 2 pins. So pin number 8 will be this. So pin number 8 is connected to the external clock. Now in this kit, there are 2 options for the external clock. One is the manual clock. You can use the manual clock. You can use a manual clock with this particular button, and either you can use manual clock or you can use this automatic clock with the different frequencies. So I will be using manual clock so that each state can be visible. So these are the connections. Now we'll see the output. See, at first all the bits are 0, but according to the truth table, for the working of the ring counter, any one bit must be high. So to make it high, we have to, according to the pin diagram, 6 is connected to either 1 or 2. So this is connected now. Now, according to the truth table, any one bit is high. So to make any one bit high, we need to disconnect the pin number 6 from this pin number 1. Then we need to give one clock pulse. So we need to disconnect it from the shorting, give one clock pulse. So you can see here, one of the bit is high. Reconnect it to the pin number 2, either pin number 1 or 2, and then go on giving the pulses. So you can see here how the bit is shifting from one flip-flop to other flip-flop. And this is how the ring counter works. Thank you.